Hi everybody! Welcome to EDU602 week 2, and this week we're going to take the work you did on your backward design worksheet and we're going to go ahead and start to create some assignments out of it, okay? So the first thing is, let me see if I got this all put on right. Okay. So the first thing is, let's just go ahead and take a look at your week 2 assignment, okay? We'll go to the backward design performance task. All right. So we did the backward design. There's the video. I think you saw that before in the keys to assessment. The resource here that I'd really like you to explore, and let me make this bigger, is this one on authentic assessment, okay? Authentic assessment is about connecting your students to the real world. So taking those skills and knowledge that they're gaining in the classroom and connecting them to the real world and to something relevant and meaningful to them. Kind of hard to do if you're teaching math, but still manageable because math is used worldwide. I was just listening to Mozart tonight and the incredible syncopation and timing and the math that goes into that. My daughter is a musician and she is she's great with math. She's really talented with math. So there's, connected to the real world in some way, even if it's a math class. Okay, so authentic assessment. So in backward design, think back on that worksheet. You took the big concepts that you want them to get out of your class, and you took the big, the performance, the skills, the results, the things they're going to be able to do and know when they get out of your class. And you turn those into some ideas for assignments that will get at the big ideas and the things that they can do. All right? Now, this week, you're going to take those assignments and you're going to come up with one big final assignment for your class. So you're going all the way to Module 2. Backward design. Start with the end in mind, okay? So take that final assignment that's going to tell you that they learned everything you wanted them to learn in your class, and you're going to create that final assignment. So this week you're just going to start to think about that final assignment. Next week you're going to just write it up in detail. So as much detail as you want to do this week, it saves you time next week. But the final assignment is where you want to go this week, okay? Let's go ahead and look at this activity. So you're essentially going to, using that worksheet as a generation tool, you're going to just identify the performance task that represents that final skill. Maybe it's a proposal. Maybe it's a redesign of a classroom. Maybe it's the making of a soap. Maybe it's the creation of a portfolio. Okay, that final assignment. Start to write it up. Start to develop it. What is it going to look like? What are your students going to give you in that final assignment? What is the product? Really see that. What are all the pieces to that product? If it's a soap, the design of the soap, the little doodads that go inside the soap, the color, the scent, okay? And then so that's what you're thinking about this week, the final task. Then, once you get that final task, again, thinking about your class, in this class and the class after that, you're going to go backwards to design the lesson that prepares students for that final activity, okay? So start with the end in mind. That's what this is about, okay? All right. Read that link on authentic assessment. It's really important, okay? All right, let's see what else you got this week. I think there's a blog. Oh yeah, so technology to support authentic assessment, okay? So this is really got some great information. I'd like you to take a look at it, okay? And you're going to identify 2 technologies that support learners in your mini course. Now, they don't both have to be part of your final authentic assessment, but one of them does, okay? So find a technology that's going to, that your learners will use in the final assignment as part of their demonstration of skills. I'll give you one really, really good example. We have a colleague who is developing a activity in which students will develop a vision statement for their life. So life goals, a mission statement, whatever you want to call it. Well, there's a really great mission statement builder by Franklin Covey, the famous people who are the motivation people, you know. So that mission statement builder might be a really great activity for students to go on. It asks you about your professional goals, your family. You know, what do you love? What do you love at work? What do you know, all these questions, really fun. What's your spiritual background, you know, or goals? And so it asks all these questions, and then it pops out this mission statement for you, you know. And so that's a great example of a technology that will support you in your, support students in developing a mission statement, okay? So that's the kind of technology I'm looking for when you think about your final assessment. What are your students going to do that's going to demonstrate that they learned everything in your class? And where's a little piece of technology that they're going to go out and do? And I don't want to see a video, and I don't want to see a PowerPoint. I don't want to see a one-way thing. I want to see it interactive. I want to see students interacting with the technology. Okay? All right. I think that technology comes into play next week. But start thinking about it and looking around, doing a little research on that, okay? Next week is when you finalize that assessment. This week is when you're ideating, you're brainstorming, thinking about the technology. And then next week you're going to really clean it up and have that backward design piece in place. Okay, hope that's helpful. Good night. Have a great one. Have a great week. Always here, 858-345-7046. Call me anytime. Text me. All right. See ya.